What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So, today's a slow day after Thanksgiving. Lightweight hungover, a little bit. We went crazy. We had a long live. I think it was 4 hours we did last night. Everybody had a great time, and here I am today, late. It's in the afternoon already. And I decided to go back to Wes Watson Part 2. French for two, just so you know. And this is Garrett. Garrett's been on a few different platforms. This is him in Adam 16, the weirdo. Garrett, I have nothing against Garrett. Bubba. I know you just go in on the guys that are. This guy is hilarious though. Maybe it's not your lane, but he's wearing jeggings, so we can start there. He's wearing jeggings. His outfit as from the Steven Seagal collection, obviously, and so are his stories. So let's get right back into it. People have been asking me, hey, when are you gonna do another Wes Watson #2? This is the new and improved Wes Watson. The thing is this dude isn't a douchebag in the way that Wes Watson is as far as trying to get over on everybody and work people. And this dude is just, his stories don't make sense, and let's get into them.
Seem like a more dedicated hardcore participant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But so I'm kind of fascinated by that. Like your whole time in prison, there weren't really conflicts between the races. Like the politics just kind of takes care of that.
Oh hell no. There's always conflicts, man. There was times when over the stupidest things, it'd be
Like what? Because there were so many times you should have like that. Boom. Hey, I remember this time. Let's see.
like it'd be like
It's like
a black guy took the white guy's towel in the shower.
A black guy. So he's making up a scenario, apparently, right? A black guy took a white guy's towel in the shower. How is that possible? How is that possible, and what prison is that? Let's start there. Because Garrett, for those of you that didn't see the first one, Garrett is everywhere he's very tall. And he's going to tell you how big he is. Every few minutes, he'll remind you of how big he is. And he wants you to overlook the fact that he's in jeggings, as he says it, right? He's like 6'27" or some shit. I don't remember. He'll tell us. And he was a shot caller everywhere he went because of his size. Whether he's smart or not didn't matter, apparently. It's just, another one of those Wes Watson type. Because I got this shit, the WWE on my chest. They said, that's Wes from Dago. Nobody ever said that. But so Garrett is the shot caller everywhere he goes because he's big. Being a shot caller, I would think, he's on a higher level. Okay. But if you're in a level 3 or a level 2, there's only one person per shower. How did somebody steal somebody's towel when only one person's in the shower? I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to be a little bit too realistic. My bad. I don't want to ruin your story.
Like this guy thinks he stole it type thing. And then there was times when they
stole it. He put a D on stole?
When they come to me, right? And it'd be like, hey, Garrett, blah, 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 whatever, and they'd be like, all right.
Wow. So they just come up to him and they're like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And he understood it. He's like, all right. Okay, yeah.
So mutual respects is you keep your races in check inside there, so everybody's just not fighting, and me and two guys have to walk into 100, 50 to 100, black guys, from Bloods to Crips to, Damu.
Damu is a Blood.
All this stuff, and you have to be like, hey man, this is a scenario, and whether your guy meant it or not, like he took my guy's towel. My guy's pissed.
So right? What has to happen?
Okay, so I don't know where he walked to talk to every faction that he just mentioned. But in a prison scenario, he would have walked over to the faction that's involved, not everybody else. And if he's the shot caller, then he already has a line of communication with that faction's shot caller, right? And you would have just said like, "Hey, Holmes, like, so your homeboy, he did this, we want to get that back or whatever." You're not gonna make the threat of, "Hey, my guy's mad." Then it's like, well, hold on, I don't give a fuck who's mad. Like, that won't cuss. In those type of scenarios, it's very rare for profanity, because it can be serious just off of that. So you'd be, if somebody says, "Hey, my guy's really pissed off," and say, "What's that got to do with me?" Like, what does that have to do? Are we like? It can get tense fast. But yeah, hey, he's gonna tell him that his guy's mad, and they're probably gonna give you all of their towels. They don't even want towels then, huh? Let's see how the story ends.
So why my guy's pissed? Well, the black guys, man, we can get a one-on-one. Okay. My guy wants to fight. I've been in plenty of them. I fight the whole goddamn. You fight the whole damn. You're rolling.
I don't know what he's trying to say. But now, where is he? Where you can go one-on-one? Garrett, there's going to be a lot of woods and skins. I think I can hear doom already. Where? Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm going to keep saying where. Like, I can't comprehend what. Were you out of state with Wes or something? Like, that's not California. You are not, you shower. I mean, I guess if you were like in San Quentin or something, one of them old ass joints, San Quentin, Soledad, Old Folsom, I guess there's bigger showers and somebody can mistakenly grab a towel. But I don't know what level prison you were on, but it was maybe a level 0. Do they have those? Did you guys like get to go home every day, and then but like at night you just slept in your jail? Wherever, Garrett, I need some clarification, big dog.
Rolling 30s, you're rolling 90s, whatever it is. You fight the whole, you're going to fight him and his 4 other homies.
But so in that particular
situation, I walk up in there and what
Can you give a situation that really occurred? Because you're making shit up right here. Oh, fuck, Garrett. Do they know how big you are? Yeah, they can see you.
Man, you're like, you guys want to fight about it. You're like, here's your towel. He didn't mean to. He didn't steal it. We'll get you a new one. And the problems get fixed. It doesn't really come down to a fight,
Okay.
It's this, a disrespect to where like if a guy like a guy called me, I was working out with a couple of gentlemen inside, and this guy was like.
He was working out with a couple of gentlemen's. Okay. And the way he breathes, I swear I said this last time, it's like a kung fu theater. Like, you think people are doing karate chops off camera. The way he breathes in it, like you expect a karate chop to come. Fuck, it's crazy, Garrett. I'm glad you're back.
Called the guy I was working out with the bitch, dude, and I was like telling the white guy, I'm like, look, man. You gotta do something, and then they're like, well, how about you, Wood? You ain't, And I was like, I ain't back. I can't back down for no, for no fade. Come on back here, man. I fought him, and I fought all 5 of his homies right there, The
last scenario, he fought 4. Now he fought 5. Fuck, Holmes. If he tells any more stories, he's gonna get to 1,000. Let's see how it multiplies.
Back to back, running back to back, man.
And everybody else there allowed this to be like a fair one-on-one thing?
And there was nothing. I mean, it was probably 25 to, at least 25 black guys right there, and maybe 3 white guys. And I'm gonna tell you, and there was homies there, but the homies weren't doing nothing. And it was 3 black guys or 3 white guys, and the 1 white guy that that he was just not feeling it, man. He ran away. I had a green light, man. And
So he ran away while you were fighting 5 guys, and then the other guy didn't know whether to watch you or go after the guy that ran. So it looks like there's a lot of liquor missing out of that bottle. Maybe he drank that, and he's drunk talking right now. because none of this is in any form or fashion based on any kind of reality. Come
And
on.
I'm just saying that I ran it with every single one of them.
Right. So, okay, back to that situation where the
So now did the 5 turn into 25? He ran it with he said there was 25 of them there, and he ran it with every single one of them. Fuck, why did they do the wide angle and show the jeggings? Are they clowning him? I think they are. No, or he's clowning himself, huh? He's the one that fucking dressed himself.
black guy accidentally touched the white guy's towel. So if you had decided that that was such an offense, it wouldn't be you fighting, right? Would it be these two guys who are directly involved in the situation? They would just have to fight, right?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if it is like?
But see, if it was like a homie or a Mexican like that,
Right.
then it's not, man. So then it's more or less we're disciplining our own.
Okay.
You know, so in a lot of sense, it's like, you know, whites discipline the whites and this and that. But see, like, and the things with the blacks is that we're able to run a fair one.
Okay.
Where? What planet? What state were you in? A state of confusion. I think that's the state he was in.
With the blacks, man, and with the homies, it was, or the paisas, it's a different policy, man.
Why is that? Just because
They run in groups, and they just their numbers are always, you know, double what, you know, our numbers are and stuff like that. So then again, it's more or less that your people are taking care of your people, and my people are taking care of my people, and so either it be a riot, you know, or it's going to be water under the bridge. But a lot of times,
I don't understand this guy whatsoever. So let's clarify. When he's talking about when it's the homies, he's talking about Southerners. And Southerners' main priority is to establish money-making opportunities. Okay? The priority is that. The number one priority is the security, right? So that they can make money. Let me just clarify. Being able to establish something and, okay, yeah, we can post up and make some feria here. So a riot over a fucking towel is going to mess up some very important people's money. And those very important people are going to want to know, why am I not getting money from this spot? What? Over a fucking towel? Like, are you fucking kids? So, they need to pull out of this wide angle. This is killing me right now. Garrett, don't ever wear that shit again. But yeah, I don't know. I have, like, I'm flabbergasted. How about that?
I mean, you always had these guys, you know, shot callers, or, you know, guys on the yard who are level-headed enough to be able to hear both sides of the story of what's going on here, and their judgment is being correct, as in, all right, you know what, like it's not that serious. It's like if someone touched your towel, and it's not that serious to where we're going to put the other 75, 30 people of each race into danger, you know, because you touched your towel. Like it's not going to happen. Here's a new towel. It's not going to happen again. You know, like do you want us to discipline our guy, or I want you to discipline your guy? You know what I'm saying? And which that would happen. They discipline their people,
right,
and we discipline ours.
And was it difficult for you to?
Am I drunk? Are you drunk? Because you're hearing what I'm hearing. Who the fuck roofied us? Right? Who the fuck roofied us? We're not roofied because we don't believe him.
Get into that routine of having to take any tiny
This guy can't stand him.
little offense that seriously, because like in that situation with the towel, it kind of sounds like the kind of thing that in the real world it would just be so easy to be like, oh, my bad, like, you know, I didn't intend to do that. But in this environment, it's like you have to, you know, basically respond to like any tiny disrespect because you're scared of it turning into something more serious, right?
You have to. The thing is you have to put a stop to anything that's going to happen. Anything that's potential that creates like a drama or tension or anything.
Your stories are creating drama. Can we get Wes Watson in here to fucking call this dude out? He wouldn't do it. I know. My bad.
like that, you sort of have to like cut it off. You have to end it, man. You can't have it. You can't have something in the air because then these two people might just jump it out one day for no odd reason, and that's
jump it out. These two people might jump it out. So hold on, let me. I completely. So let me get this straight. So in the scenario, which was only a scenario, never happened. But I'm involved now, so I'm gonna pretend like I believe this shit, right? So the guy whose towel got stolen from him, he knows who stole it from him. And so what did he do? He just watched him take it and then went crying to you, like a biatch. Huh. And Garrett, did you ask him? What did you do, Holmes? Did you just stood there? The plot's thickening.
That's affecting everybody, right? And say maybe you're doing stuff in there. Maybe you're selling tobacco or other stuff inside the system, and like your shit's going really well, and so you don't want that to happen, because then it's messing with not only their time, it's messing with everybody's time.
Right.
Because now we're locked down. You know, could be a few days, could be a month, could be 3 years. You know, who knows?
So what basically has to happen to lead to a race riot? Because it basically means that the shot callers or like.
Yeah, let's hear this one. Oh my God, because this is
the leaders of each race have to basically not be able to come to a conclusion or a consensus,
and
right?
they just kick it off. I mean, I've been on Gladiator. I've been on into where it's like it's been like,
say it, motherfucker. It's been like Garrett. Yoga breathing. Is that yoga breathing? Pregnancy breathing. Something. Breathe, motherfucker, and say it. Shit.
All a whole side. I mean, buildings all coming out, all white on one side, all blacks are just sort of like staying inside, not coming out. Brown on the one side, man, white on the other side, and booted up, suited up, and like the shot callers are taking it, and we're meeting, like we're walking out, man, and doing like a meeting out there, and like it's gonna like just let us know in numbers or what's going in live, and
what the fuck is he saying? And then he said the shot callers are coming out and they want to know the numbers live. What the fuck does that mean? What does any of this mean? Garrett, what does this mean?
And just be able to come to an agreement, and then maybe to putting the ego aside of like, what, my guy did fuck up. Or sometimes you're like, oh my God.
Wait a minute. I thought we're back to that shit. We were just about to go to war, and now you reversed it, flipped it, and shit on it. Like, what the fuck? This is crazy. And it's only been, like, this video is longer than that. It's only been 6 minutes that he's been talking. Oh my God. It seems like at least a good 7 hours.
Up.
Right.
And so it's like you're either maybe like those numbers speak into actions to where you're like, when you're looking out there, it's like who's going to bow down, who's going to get scared, and your confidence, you're all this stuff, like what's right is right. So, you tell your people we're either going to ride over this, be ready, or we're going to come to conclusion. And I'm going to tell you, man.
Collusion? Does he mean collision? I'd like to buy a vowel. Can I get an I, please? That bottle said collusion. Damn.
Those scenarios are...
Yes, I know collusion is a word, but that wasn't the right sentence for it.
Or never, because you don't know. You just don't know. You can go out there and be like...
You've been talking for 6 minutes, and I still don't know. Let me get a little more.
Like, yes, this is how I want it done, and then the next thing you know... It's kicking off like no other, man.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've been in that situation, and it's
a few.
White on Mexican, and then the black dudes are just out of it because
straight up, they're out of it, man. Like you're coming out. I've been in a situation. I've been in situations like that to where like I'm having a meeting with all the white guys and sending out kites and letting them know what's going down and letting them know that we might, like some of us are going to be, it could, whatever it is that you have to fight, man. That some of you might get died, some of us are going to get hurt.
Some of you might get died. Words are hard for some people, huh? Let's go back. Let's get a good bar.
And letting them know what's going down and letting them know that we might, like some of us are going to be, it could, whatever it is that you have to fight, man. That some of you might get died, some of us.
Some of you might get died, eh? He wrote that in a kite, and he told people to their face. Imagine getting that wheel and be like, hey, fool, you might get died. I might get died. What about you? You might get died too. Did we already die? Why is there a D on the end of this word? Are we ghosts? Are we zombies? Should we go out there and bite somebody and make them a zombie? There's a lot, man. When you get fucking with Garrett, he will fuck you up and you don't know if you're dead or alive anymore. Wow, those are crazy.
We're gonna get hurt. Some of us all this stuff, but we're fighting, for it, And I've been in this and that adrenaline that comes up to it, to where you don't know what's gonna happen, and and you're walking out there and you're just ready. You're just ready, dude.
What percentage of dudes have knives in that situation?
Dude, a lot, dude. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know. Depends on what level of yard you're on, but I'm gonna say 50% of them have knives.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, and that's of each race. You know, and I'm not talking about I'm talking about just kill, this.
Let me tell you something. Are knives like that made? Yes, they are. And they have to be, I'm not going to say, you're not walking around with that, okay? And second of all, me personally, anytime a homie came to me and said, hey, Holmes, I got a good fucking piece of weapon stock. I'm going to chop it up. And I go to his pad. Let me see it, Holmes. And he shows me. And if it's anything that size right there, I'm going to advise him minimum 2 pieces. Make that 2, if not 3. Because once you know how to make a handle, you only got to hold on to about this much of it to make a good handle, and the rest is going in, okay? Anybody that uses shit like that, it can bend on you depending on what it is. And yes, when it's that long, yes, there's a possibility slight that it could bend on you. But more importantly, something that big will get you killed. The cop is going to see that from a mile away, and he's going to shoot you in the head, shoot you in the chest. That's way too big. That's some Hollywood shit. But anyways, why am I even explaining real life in a fantasy story?
I seen backslide. I mean, the couple worst things I ever seen, man, in these shanks is I seen and that are easy to slide, and it's just a razor with some razor blades tied onto a razor handle, man, and I watch guys get sliced up.
Razor blades tied onto a razor handle. Oh my god. So he knows nothing about weaponry. Everything he just said right now. I think I'm done. I'm gonna save some. You guys want another one of these? We can do it. This is a gift that's going to keep giving forever. This thing is an hour and 19 minutes long. We're only 32 minutes in. And at some point, hopefully, he will tell a real story. If not, I have a feeling. I don't know what's going to come first. His pants exploding off of his body or like something true. His name is real? Is that his real name? We don't even know that. Anyways, man, that's my video for the day. I almost didn't even say that right now. Don't listen too much of Garrett. You listen to too much of Garrett, and you'll baby talk. You'll drunk talk. I can't do it. I can't take it anymore. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here. Garrett's